What is going on, guys? Anger Collections in the house for another video. All right, so let me know if the audio is good or not, so I can probably switch places or like test the mic. But nevertheless, we are here outside, trying to like do some different things. You know, not always in the studio. Plus, it feels like great over here. There's like sun. It's kind of like breezy. So, yeah, so that's it. So today we're gonna talk about these Aether Drift Commander decks, and I noticed that they're starting to move, man. There's gonna be the deck list is already available online, and I looked it up. MTG Goldfish, not sponsored, but I usually go and check the deck list on that website, and typically it will start slow. Mr. Guy, bro, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Ether collector boxes sliding down to 250. Yeah. We still got it cheaper than that, man. But I think Tcgplayer. I think last time I checked, though, correct me if I'm wrong. There's still a lot of boxes that are 280 plus tax. I could be wrong. It might be like lower now, but there are. I don't know which store it is. I forgot which store that has like 200 plus or something like that, which is crazy. But yeah, it's still less. Oh, Amazon. Okay, so Amazon at 250. There you go. Other places, if you go, I think GameStop. I think GameStop they're still going for like 280, 290. I think, which is pretty intense. Super expensive for a standard set. But yeah, man. So as I was looking at the collector boxes, I started to notice the commander decks, which is typically the next in line for me when I'm buying a lot of these boxes on the new sets, man. But commander decks, Cold Stuffing had them for like 75 pre-order for both of them, and I didn't really pay attention because I was only looking for commander decks. But yeah, after the spoilers, that's it, man. It's gone crazy, bro. Like I checked the list. I haven't really dived in on like the expensive cards, but I think it's getting pumped right now. I don't know if it's like a different variant, but the reprints were nice, man. Definitely, people absolutely hate it. It could dump, yeah, myself included. Hey, that's the thing is like it this thing happened so many times. Everything about that set is hot garbage. Hey, guy, I understand, man, and I can't say that it's not gonna do well, but the fact that a lot of people will kind of like not touch it, it's making other people like get more interested in it. It's kind of weird, and this happened like so many times, and we shall see. You know, we don't know. It could even go down. It could be one of the worst set. Just the fact that everybody hated hate is a big word. Like doesn't like the mechanics, doesn't like the printing, doesn't like pretty much everything about the set. But market's gonna mark, man. And if market's gonna market, and this thing is like expensive collector boxes. The commander decks are like very hot because of the reprints, the cards in the decks. I mean, if it goes up to like 100%, for the two decks, that's 100%, $100 per set, right? And same thing with the collector boxes. You cannot stop. I mean, unless you're just really dumping these boxes, these commander decks for like super cheap. Um, Mr. Chop, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Bad take, in my opinion. Etherjip will surprise. I mean, many of my live stream, I'm probably the only one, like literally the only one that's somewhat, I don't want to say hyped or pumped about the set. But I did say that I pre-ordered one case, right? I'm gonna pre-order one case of collector boxes, which I did. I did. 220 per collector and one case. So multiply that by six. So that's 1350 out the door. So 225 out the door per collector. So I was really like literally the only one, because I feel like as far as supply goes, as far as like the how foundation went, I feel like anything, any collector boxes that comes out that is below 250, I think it's a no-brainer that even before the release day of Aether Drift, I think it's gonna go up, and it did happen. It's happening now. So and that's not even seeing any spoilers. That this is before spoilers, before we even knew there's chrome marks, before we even knew there's a serialized cars. I'm already like mentioning it. Just the fact that collector box was get is pre-ordering at 220. That's my only reason is the price of the collector box. And now the commander decks was is same thing, pre-ordered at 75 per set, and now is going for more now because I mean the reprints, the cards in the set, so it's kind of like the same thing. Let's see. It's the it's definitely not a bad take. It's a bad set. CyberFox Studios, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Sup, Anger. OTJ was weak, and those collectors are still above distro price. Aether Drip collector will outperform OTJ. Like I said, man, market's gonna market. You know, um, I've been saying that it's kind of like foundation style. Same thing. Foundation pre-ordered 220 after the spoilers. Boom, it just skyrocketed, and now everyone's looking for collector boxes that is like below 300. Everyone is like literally looking for foundation collectors for below 300, and they can't find one. So, and that's what I feel about Aether Drift. I literally totally skipped Innistrad Remastered. I didn't even like look at the pricing of Innistrad Remastered. I just skipped it, and then I looked at Aether Drift. I was like, wow, 220 for a collector box. Wow. So yeah, I pre-ordered one case, and look what's happening. It's kind of like a no-brainer, man. Anger is definitely taking a risk here. He knows that. Yeah, it's definitely a risk. And I did say yesterday live stream, if the box goes up to 350 at release day and after release, you know, if it goes up to 350, I'm totally gonna dump my collector boxes because at the price that I got, I will profit $60 after fees, after shipping, and that's if it goes up to 350. If it goes up to 300, you know, I think I profit like 20 or 30 bucks after fees and after shipping. So, but yeah, like I said, it's all about risk take, man. And me pre-ordering at 220, and I know, it's like a lot of people really hate the set, man. And it's all about for me what's been happening with Watsy lately, what's been happening with these sealed boxes. Like, you know what? I could have pre-ordered four of each or eight of each of the commander decks because it's kind of like a no-brainer that these after cards get spoiled, it's just gonna go up, man. And I know MTG Goldfish pricing is kind of like pump right now. I don't know if they're like using the right pricing or a different variant, but don't buy, man. If you see this and then all of a sudden you're just gonna like mass box open this, which you could, but make sure you get it at the best price, man. at least below at least below 100 for the two decks. Don't overpay to like 120. If it goes up to 120, 130, that's crazy. I think Best, no, not Best Buy, GameStop. I think they're selling it for like 47, I think. But yeah, if you can get it like cheaper, like 90, 80, that's like the way to go, man. But don't overpay. Da, 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 ba 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 ba. 843. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. I feel like the zombie deck in Aether Drip will hold value because of all the older zombie stop making it stronger. Yeah, the zombie deck's pretty powerful in my opinion. I think there's like an Unholy Grotto reprint. So, I mean, I love zombie decks in general. So I think it will perform for sure. But as a seller selling singles, I think these two decks, if I buy it like cheap enough, I think it's a good boost for sure in my inventory. If I get like four of each or eight of each decks, and just break it all down for singles, definitely, man. Let's see. If it weren't for universes beyond being standard now, I'd have been more hopeful for Aether Drift. Yeah, we shall see, man. We shall see when it drops. I know we're seeing more. Uh, we haven't seen the whole set yet, so we'll see. Hey, Anger, I agree with you with your take on Aether. Yeah, man. And like I said, I was probably the only one that I was like, man, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna hate on me is like saying that I'm pumping the set or something. I was like the set could be bad. The set could have like this weird mechanics, but the market's gonna market, man. What can you do? If the lowest pricing on eBay or Amazon or Tcgplayer is like 280, I mean that's the market. How what can you do? Unless you're just taking the loss, right? That's market's gonna market, man. So seeing it, pre-ordering at 220, it's kind of like a no-brainer these days. What shifted was when Watsi started including Japanese showcases in the collector boxes as chase cards. Yeah, yeah, collectors all doing well, all have the Japanese showcase cards, and also Mr. Chop. This set, like I mentioned yesterday's live stream, this set is probably the first set that has all all of the great variants that they can include. It has serialized cards, it has anime cards, it has these glitter foils, it has those like gold lands, those gold borders, yellow borders, Pokemon borders. It has extended, it has foil, regular foil. It's like it has everything. They included everything. I think the only variant that is not included is probably etch, like just like the basic foiling, right? But it has everything, anime art, you know, yeah, like crazy. So as far as collector goes, which I think Watsy is trying to lean more towards to getting more collectors in the game, I think people will start looking in like collecting cards, man. Not just playing. One on 120 for an EDH deck. 120. What do you mean? 120 for an EDH deck? No, the two decks, the commander decks. They're pre-ordering for like 75 for both of them, man. So I could have went that route, which I still could, but the prices are like going up now. But I went a case of collectors for sure. I love podcast. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. How's it going, Anger? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Beautiful, beautiful backyard weather. So that's why I'm like over here, man. Bro, the IGN trailer for Aether Drift was absolutely horrible. IGN, Instagram, it's IGN. Um, and like Mr. Guy, it doesn't matter. Market's gonna market, man. Market's gonna market. You know. Do you buy a lot of your collections from OfferUp app? No, no. I'm lucky enough to get most. of my collection buy locally. Yeah, it's like collections majority locally, if not all, and yeah, just buying sealed boxes, man. That I know that I can open them and make profit. If not, really, the purpose of me opening sealed boxes is to just have the inventory of the new set. That's really it, and it's a good content too. So that's where I get all of my collections. And the fact that I was fortunate enough to buy a massive collection in my first 2 years, uh, yeah, I accumulated like over a million. I want to say a million magic cards, man. A million magic cards in my first 2 years. So I was fortunate enough, and that's why I'm still kind of working around that lot, man. It's a lot. Absolutely, the collector boxes and finish line bundles are stacked and should do very well with all the variants, first line foils. Oh, I forgot about the first line foils, man. Our throwback to Phyrexia complete bundles, oil slick foils. Yeah. Um, well, all of them will be different on its own. You know, like complete bundles, oil slick foils. They have their own thing, right? But these ones definitely is another beast of a collector item. And obviously, some people will hate it, some people may like it, but we'll see more once we actually open the set and we get a feel of these basic clans. These box stoppers is back too. You know, like think this set is like loaded, man. They put everything. They put everything in the set, man. So we'll see more of these first line foils and the anime arts. I mean the serialized card. So we shall see. And the what is that? The special guest and the reprints too. I think the only card I noticed that's like got reprinted is Blood Gas, I think, and I'm sure there's gonna be more for sure. I don't know. Um, I actually predicted that they will reprint Mox Opal, but they didn't. They printed the wrong one. They printed the wrong Mox, right? Um, a million cards. That sounds nuts to sort and manage. Oh yeah, for sure, man. So yeah, because I bought a storage unit, and then from there it just kind of like snowballed to where that same store sold me another 250,000 cards, and then after that another store contacted me, just buy up like I don't know how many card hotels was that. I think I think it was like 30 to 40 card hotels, man. Not the 4K box, card hotels. One card one card hotel has 12,000 if it's filled. And if you guys look on my videos lower, I think I put in my hallway, and holy moly, that's a lot of card hotels, man. And I got it for like a very good price. So yeah, I accumulated a lot, man. Do you have any advice once I hit level 4 on Tcgplayer? Oh, you know what? I love podcasts. Just go all in. Once you hit level 4, just balls, balls thing. Just keep listing, non-stop, like every day, all day. List, 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 because the playing field is like even for everyone. You could be like a freaking hardcore zero shipping, $5 free shipping. If you set to zero, now you'll have, um, you still get the orders that are like below $5. TCG Play will still help you to, with that $1.27. But if it goes over $5, then the customer will get zero shipping, right? You could be that, and you'll get a lot of orders, man, a lot of orders. But it's up to you. But once you hit level 4, It's a even playing field with everyone, man, everyone. And that's when you really focus on your completed sales, you know, pretty much boosted, and then your rating. So when I started TCG Player, even before hitting the level 4, that was my focus, is like really hit 10,000 completed sales. And I did. I did on my first year. Can you imagine that? 1 year, 10,000 completed sales in 1 year. And then on my second year, I did 25,000 completed sales on my second year. So, yeah, the reason for that is basically I just want to have that number. I just want to have that number, that gold star, and then the number that you have that amount of completed sales. That's it. It's kind of cool because like the next number that I'm targeting is 50,000 completed sales. And I think I'm getting close to it. I think I need 10,000 completed sales. I think I'm at 40, and I'm at third year. Yeah, I'm on my 3 years now, full time TCG player. So it's crazy, man. It's wild. It's wild, bro. But yeah, my best advice is just keep listing a lot of cards, man. Commons, uncommons, basic clans, and not like just any commons or any uncommons. Make sure if you're trying to price them, let's just say TCG low, right? If it's below TCG low pricing, um, it's not it's not worth it to list them. It's better to just bulk them, buy list them to a store. Just focus on the commons and uncommon cards that have at least minimum pricing of TCG low. For commons, let's just say 6 7 cents, and then on the uncommons, I want to say 10 11 12 cents. If those are the TCG low pricing for those cards, you can keep them and you can list them to your store. If it's below that, just bulk it out, man. Just because if you just keep hoarding these bulk, man, it's not you're not gonna have enough space, man. So just keep the ones you can sell at TCG low pricing, and then from there you can adjust the pricing. You know, what is your floor price of any of your bulk card? Can you talk about how much you need to charge to break even on each transaction? So my 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 bulk pricing for commons is 7 cents. My uncommons, they're 12 cents, and this is like the the lowest of the low, right? Uh, if I see any commons or uncommons that are hitting at least the TCG low pricing, I will keep them. Anything below that, I will just bulk it, buy list it, all that stuff, right? For the rares, the lowest is 16 cents. Foil rares, I think it's 25 cents. For the mythics, I think the mythics have a higher pricing anyways. But if it's below the buy list price for mythics, which is 25 cents, anything below that, I just bulk buy list it. So that's really it. And same thing with the foil ones. Um, yeah, same thing with the foils. I think commons are like 10 cents, and then uncommons is like 15, 20 cents, something like that. So utilize the buy list of a lot of these LGSs, WPN stores, because they will buy your bulk, bulk that is like literally bulk that you can't sell. I mean, you can sell everything and anything, but it's gonna take a while if you do that, and it's just gonna stay there in your inventory, man. In me, I don't mess with those, man. I just rather just unload the stuff that is like gonna sit for a while, man. Basic lands, you can sell full art basic lands, man. And even if TCG low pricing for some of them is like a penny, you can base price some of these cool full art lands for 25 cents. And if you have more multiple of like one art, they will sell. So basic lands are good. And then as far as like the next question over here, need to charge to break even on each transaction. Actually, you know what? I didn't even like calculate that, man. I think every transaction, I basically count it as like a dollar, like with the supplies, with the, I don't know, the stamp itself. I just track it for like a dollar. So the way I look at it now is, let's just say I have 50 orders, right? Let's just say it says today I have 50 orders to do, and then the amount, let's just say 600. So I look at that 50 orders like $1 per shipping. So technically, that's $50 I'm spending on that 50 orders. So if you kind of like, okay, 50 orders and then $600 worth. So you subtract 50, so you pretty much net 550. And this is just an example, right? So that's kind of like how I look at it, you know. So make sure you're pricing aggressive, you're pricing, well, actually, I guess not too aggressive to where you're just giving out the cards. Just yeah. I mean, the shipping might change too if you're paying like bubble mailers. So I mean, bubble mailers is like $5, and if you're shipping like a box, sometimes it ranges from like 10 to 15 bucks depending on what you're shipping. But I rarely ship like sealed boxes anymore. It's literally all singles. So that's why every order, I kind of like, okay, one order is $1, and that's with the supplies and all that stuff. I know it's probably more, but I kind of like look at it that way. Do you sell through direct as well as self fulfillment? No, no direct for me, because even in the beginning, they are already reached out to me because I'm selling like a shit ton of cards, man. And I didn't really, even with all these new videos that's coming up, like with other content creators that are doing direct, I wasn't really a big fan of like someone is selling cards for you, and the fees is higher. You will sell more cards, but you're gonna have to have the inventory. You have to have the inventory, I mean, which I have, but these days it's so hard to get inventory, man. Like people that are people that are opening sealed boxes for cards. um it's good way to have the new cards in your inventory, but it's definitely not profitable unless you get these boxes cheap, like on a sale or something, like on a collection. But opening sealed boxes is definitely not the way to go unless you need new cards in your inventory to sell other cards. Because customers bundle their orders, right? That's the only reason why you do it, and why I do it. Why I break down commander decks is because of that. Having new cards, the new set in your inventory for them to see and bundle it will help sell other cards. That's the only way, you know. So that's that, man. But not direct. I'm not a big fan of direct. And the whole conditioning thing. Like, oh, PCG player, I got a message. Oh, these three cards, it's not the condition that it's at. It's like, I don't like that. I handle every order, all all orders that I ship, everything. I handle everything. All customer questions, I handle everything. All by myself. It's pretty crazy how much basic lands go for. I know, 25. Oh, even sometimes the full art lands foil, they go for a lot, man. Even the older ones, it's crazy, and they move. So don't throw away basic lands, especially the full art lands. You'll be surprised. All of those Midnight Hunt, Crimson Vow, those dark ones, they sell, man. People are pretty crazy with like building their decks. They're sometimes they're very specific with their basic lands. I mean, I do too. And if I am like that, I know there's many out there that are crazy with their basic lands, man. They want all 20, all the same copy, you know? Michael Superbacker, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. I'm not paying. Yeah, don't overpay, man. Don't overpay with these commander decks. Um, there's always going to be that one deck that is like expensive, but yeah, if you need the singles, especially the reprints ones, you can just buy the OG copies. And if you want the Aether Drift singles, I would just wait. I would just wait. But for me as a reseller, if I can get it cheap to where it's like $80 for two decks, I'll probably buy four of each, just to like break, open for the channel. It's a good content. And yeah, I mean, just to have Aether Drift singles in my inventory. Nothing moves like magic cards on Tcgplayer. It's almost unbelievable how much moves. Oh man, it's crazy, man. And anything moves, man. Blank card on these championship decks, they move. Tokens, double masters. What is this? Rogue token. Oh, no, fairy token. The what else is that? The construct from Modern Horizon, the first one. Yeah, tokens move, bro. It's crazy how Magic singles, like I said, and many content creators also mentioned that Magic is mostly utility. It's all about utility, and that's why everything moves, man. Everything moves. It's just that for me, I don't have a time to sell those penny 2 cents, 3 cents cards, man. Those commons, it's just gonna sit in my inventory. If not, it's just gonna sit in my box. And probably not not gonna be like moved for like many years. So I'd rather just move them as buy list and flip those into a product, something, anything, right? Supplies too. Do you use the mass pricing tool? I'm excited to use that option. Not yet. I'm kind of like old school to where like um, every time I relist or list any item, I would just like per card, man. Everything, commons and commons, any card. I um, I just reprice them like that. Uh, I think the only tool I use is like when like the price adjustment. So I kind of see like, okay, what are the prices that went down? So I kind of adjust it. That's the only thing. But like mass price tool, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really old school. Marcus Best, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Anger, did you see the prototype Pokemon scandal? Yes, great question, by the way. I saw that in Discord. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, man, there's a Discord link in my description. If you guys want to have a conversation, I'm always there. So this I've been hearing about this prototype Pokemon scandal. Um, not I'm not a big in Pokemon, but it's uh it's always like this when there's like a boom in TCG. These scandals are, I mean, not just the prototype itself. I'm seeing the stickers too. Terrestrial Festival, Umbreon. There's like sticker, like fake cards, like these prototype Pokemon thing. Yeah, it's crazy how they will do anything, man, just about anything. So you have to be really careful. I mean, there's like the OG ones that are that were graded, but yeah, I mean, right now it's gotten to a point where like just because it's like booming in Pokemon, it's yeah, people are scamming people, man. Yeah, the prototype. John XZERT, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Morning Anger, any thought on the reduction of packs in the play boosters? Play boosters on Aether Drift. So it's per packs, man. Like before, if it was like 36 packs, and how much is it like selling for, right? So it's the same thing. It's kind of like how they did set boosters before. Even if they lower the packs, if the price goes down, it's the same exact thing, man. Same exact thing. I don't think you'll lose with these 30 packs. I mean, if it's pre-ordering like 120, it's the same thing. Set boosters. How much were set boosters back then? Same price, 120, 130, and that's like what, 36 packs. But these are like loaded, even much loaded, uh, much loaded packs, and the new cards, the new set. So I don't think it's gonna affect much though, but it's still, I think even if it's like 30 packs, it's still fine. uh, I'm pissed at CGC hurting their reputation. I don't know, man. It's very dangerous to CGC, man. And that's why for me, PSA, man, PSA all day. I don't know what I don't know if they just like keep like grading just about anything, man, just to like grade these TCGs, man. Um, but I really want to go back to this the play boosters. So imagine before, right? Before play boosters, we have draft boosters, which is 36 packs, and then the set boosters, which is 30 packs, right? And it was like normalized. That's like the a thing, right? And now they changed the play boosters to 30 packs, which was they they're trying to combine the draft experience, right, from the draft boosters, and the set boosters experience, which is more loaded. So for me, price wise, as long as it doesn't go like further away to like the whole 120, 115, 120 on the set, the play boosters, I think I think it's fine. I think it's nothing like you're getting hosed with, you know 36 packs between 30 packs. I don't think we're getting hosed on missing six more packs, right? I mean, it's kind of cool to have 36 packs of obviously, but 30 packs with the kind of like they changed the way they print cards, that whatever they put on the per packs itself, it feels more like set boosters, honestly. Like these play boosters, I feel like it's just set boosters, literally. Like sometimes it's nothing like booster boxes before, to where it's like commons and then three uncommons and then a rare. It's nothing like that anymore. It's more like set boosters itself. It's like sometimes only a couple commons, and then you have like a bunch of uncommons, and then sometimes two, three, even four rares. So I don't think it's gonna affect much. So people will still buy even at 30 packs. So that's really that, man. And I'm surprised that they did it. They did it in this set. I don't know if they did it in Illustrated Master. I could be wrong. It could be 36 packs on Illustrated Master, but that's not a standard set. It's more like a, what you call that, a specialty set or something, right? But yeah. So that's really that, man. I don't know what else. I know, like I said, kind of like a random day today, and I kind of want to open these now. Look at these. You guys are gonna surprise, because I know Pokemon boom, right? And I'm starting to grade more Pokemon cards and Magic cards, man. It's gonna be a thing. I know it's still not a big thing in Magic, grading like these universes and beyond, these Magic cards, because you know Magic cards are meant to be played. They're not meant to be put it in the plastic, and stuff like that. But eventually, time pass by and more collectors will like more collecting these cards. Eventually, grading modern cards will be a thing. So I'm just starting it. I'm just trying to get into it now, so that later on, if it becomes a thing, then I won't be too late, right? Graded MPG will be a thing for sure. Watsi wants to see it happen. Basically, they want a piece of what Pokemon has. The thing is, I agree, 100% agree, and that's what I've been saying. Like, and that's the reason why I started grading Magic is because the only thing, the only thing, the only thing that's missing in Magic is whatever's what happening with Pokemon is it's they're not really a utility, or I mean it's a game, but it's not really a game. There's a lot of collectors in Pokemon. If not all of them are collectors, all of them are poke investors, all of them are mini Rudy, mini Rudies, right? Mini alpha investments, every one of them. So, um, and that's the only thing that's missing with Magic is if if graded Magic will be a thing, and I think it will. It will take time because, and you can feel it, you can see it through these new sets, right? Serialized cards, uh, new art, anime cards, universes and beyond specifically. That's why I graded my One Ring. I got a 10 too on my the One Ring. Um, there's gonna be more people will be like, oh wow, I kind of want to collect all the Spider-Mans, all these, oh, it has a cool art, of Spider-Man. I mean, I graded some of my Marvel cards because, I mean, one, it has cool art. The Groot, the Wolverine Groot, man, I got a 10 on that, man. And for me, it's just art. Any Marvel fans see that, you know? Um, it's there's definitely gonna be more collectors, 100%. Along down the road, and you can see in each set that they're putting more of these collector cards. Not just utility, because utility is gonna be there forever. They have like the base cards, the regular foil to play with, but like the collectors, you know, yeah, it's gonna be a thing. So I'm not saying go for it and start grading cards to like from GameStop or you know, and I'm not recommending. I'm not saying anything, but I'm doing it because I don't want to be too late. I've been late so many times in like so many things, and this one, I think Magic is not starting to be Pokemon, but trying to do what FOMO and hype Pokemon is doing with their customers, right? They're trying to not copy, but have their own thing, like how they do it. Because in the end, both of them will be totally different thing, right? I think Magic will be. I think Magic will outperform Pokemon to where it's actually a utility because there's standard, modern, pioneer, commander, and there's actually collector's item with all of these universes and beyond. You know, and people will start grading them, collect them, in the binders, and it will have tons of them in the shows. And I think that's kind of like one of the reasons why I started mentioning grading Magic cards, because if you go in a big show, card show, like sports convention, there's no Magic. And if there is, it's like Black Lotus, maybe Dual Lands, but majority of the graded cards, Pokemon, sports cards, maybe some, other sports, But that's about it, man. And that's what they need. That's the market that they need to get into. Grading cards, man. Absolutely. UB cards are my bread and butter on eBay. Uh, so many collectors there who don't play. I know. I think. Hold on. Why can't I click that? There you go. I think it's a good call. You'll be ahead of the curve with graded modern MPG. If I say graded Magic cards, I'm not saying all of them, right? I'm only saying grading specific modern cards, not all. I know there's a new secret layer. I think it's like Miku, right? Miku secret layer. Um, one. I don't know the secret. I don't know the anime Miku. I'm not. I mean, it's a cool art. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but you know, that's a perfect example. Um, you can grade that. What's that? Giada, a commander. You can grade that. You know, but like I said, for me, I don't know the anime. I don't know the art itself. So that's the one reason why I'm not buying into that secret layer. But yeah, I mean, specific commander card, you can grade it. Specific art, if it has like a good art of the character or serialized cards, obviously. So that's it. You know, not just like anything. Like if you're gonna grade like I don't know some random like playable card, right? You don't grade those honestly. You know, anything that's heavily played, specifically in Commander, I highly recommend not grading those because people will like, oh, I'd rather just like buy a near mint copy, you know, than like buying a grade. I mean, what am I gonna do with a graded card, right? So only specific cards though. Uh, I think you're wrong on the utility part. WotC sacrificed standard and modern for the sake of EDH, and now they're trying to get those players back while backhandling them with sets they never wanted. Um, well, standard is happening. Modern tournaments is happening. Pioneer, RCQs, all of these pro tours that's happening. Um, yeah, I mean they did sacrifice because they went all in on EDH, right? And they saw the effect. And yeah, I mean, even if like they're trying to get those players back, they're um they're not rushing it though. They're not trying to like fix it right away because the thing is, without Commander, without these EDH, I don't think we're gonna get to where we're at right now in Magic. Not really. So everything happens for a reason. So Commander, Commander is really where Magic wants to land as like this multiplayer. You know, have fun with friends and stuff. And that's Commander. And the singles, you have all cards in the pool. I mean, obviously there's like banned cards, right? Um, you have all in the history of Magic. So without Commander, all of these high prices of the old cards because of Commander, it's not gonna happen, man. So them sacrificing standard modern for the sake of EDH, I think it's I think they I think it's the right decision. Or else yeah, we're not gonna be here. Honestly, if they just stick on standard modern, I think we're not gonna be here, man. We're gonna be in a different type of magic for sure. But right now, I mean, standard tournaments happening. You know, it's not like they're gone. Um, yeah, I mean the I was like a grinder before. I like to be a pro because the perks, you know, you get to fly around the world, you know, you get paid and stuff like that. Obviously, that's nice, right? But obviously, they changed um, they changed all of that because of Commander, and I think that's fine. Uh, you know, right now, Pro Tours they still have a big payout. You know, it's kind of like an even curve for everyone, even playing field. There's no more. I mean, there are still the OG pros, right? But there's no like they're gonna pay them to be pros. You know. But yeah, I think it's fine, man. There's a stigma in MPG about grading. I know they don't want it, man. The market might reject graded. Hey, we shall see. You know, like we shall see how grading MTG goes. But you know RNG games. You guys know RNG games, right? Um, I think he saw one of my videos. He saw one of my videos about my grading submission, and he wants to buy my demonic tutor PSA 10. He messaged me. He wants to buy my demonic tutor PSA 10 and the Pikachu PSA 10. He messaged me. He wants to buy those two, and I'm like debating because man, demonic tutor of Vice. Whoo, that's pretty sweet, man. That's pretty sweet. I know it's a playable card, but having a mint PSA 10 revised demonic tutor, that's some pretty sweet. That's like the art. That's the art that's made Magic the Gathering this whole demon thing like back in the day, man. So, whew, Miku is a virtual singer that has many fans worldwide as the MCU. Oh, okay, I did not know that. No anime though. I did, like I said, I have no clue. Miku is, man. RCQs being standard instead of any other format is because WotC told stores what formats they're allowed to run for RCQ. If it weren't for that, stores would be looking at EDH RCQs if they could. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like just this past weekend, at Cool Stuff Inc., they had a RCQ. A lot of people, and I think it was standard. Honestly, I think it was standard. Yeah, and I'm seeing people like all the grinders back then, and yeah, they're playing. I mean, I'm not saying that the competitive Magic is like completely back, but I mean, people are going places just to play Magic and have the spot to go Pro Tour. It's still a thing. It's not like gone completely. Without EDH, MTG collectability would die. Oh, 100%. Like I said, the pricing of like Gaia's Cradle, the pricing for like Mox Diamond, all these old cards won't have these prices, crazy high prices, man. Even dual lands. Imagine dual lands without Commander. Yeah, there is Vintage. Yeah, there's like Legacy. I don't even know if those formats are like still alive. But without Commander, imagine the pricing for dual lands. Imagine the pricing for Time Twister. Time Twister used to be like one of the worst Power 9, and now it's like the second to Black Lotus, man, just because of Commander. Think about those, man. The pricing of all of these, pretty much every old card, and not to mention the weird commons and uncommons that have not yet been discovered because what next set Aether Drift, and the set after that, there's a new rare, a new commander that will make those cards like, oh my god, there's a common card from Odyssey, there's a common card from Nemesis, from like cents to like freaking $10 just because of commander. That's why without commander, bro, I don't know what's gonna happen to Magic, man. EDH will always be number one for WotC. Oh yeah, 100%. It's a money engine. Yes. Even if the market rejects graded Magic, for now, being ahead of it can be a good call, especially with PSA's rates being pretty affordable for grading cards that are worth $75 or less. And that's my goal. I'm not I'm not trying to grade those thousand, $2,000 cards. You want to grade the below $200 cards at PSA 10. Honestly, you don't want to grade like more than that. GameStop. It when they announced the whole GameStop thing, and then that's when I started to you know cook this. Oh my god, grading Magic cards, man, universes and beyond. It's starting to like align align to me. So yeah, I mean, pretty well, man. My 20 card submission went pretty well. I got the Vagabond Terror Eater, the etch one. PSA 10. I mean, yeah, a lot of the Marvel cards, PSA 9, but some of them, the Berserk, freaking Wolverine like this, what a freaking art, man. PSA 10, I got that. I mean, I know Berserk is like a playable card, but I graded that one because of the art. With Wolverine. Same thing with Groot. The free card in the Wolverine, the stance, bro. It's all about the art, man. I even graded the freaking treasure token just because it's the mask of Iron Man. Who knows? Somewhere out there will pay, I don't know, 40, $50 uh, for that PSA 9. Who knows? Or even like a commander deck that's like playing a lot of treasures. Well, they just want a freaking graded token, treasure that they just want to like pull. Boom, treasure. You know. So it's gonna take a while for sure, and there's gonna be pros and cons for sure. But I just want to be ahead, honestly, because they don't have a choice on the format. Of course, it was standard. Wasi is trying to make standard players come back after they've been chased off by the commander focus. Uh, I think it's not gonna come back. Well, I think the feel of F&M back then, I don't think it's gonna come back because back then it was very special, like trying to allot your Friday night for Magic, like literally Fridays, Magic, like not even like the afternoon, like the entire day, like hanging out with friends, trying to like, oh, what are we gonna play today, man? What are we gonna play tonight? Trying to like sideboard, like it's different back then, man. Pre-release, they're different, like midnight pre-release, different experience. When a new set comes out, man, it's different back then, man. And I know Commander, it's because of Commander's fault, like they're pumping more sets, and the way set goes, the cards in the set is like very different than like sets before. But I think overall, if you combine all of them, I think it's a win-win for sure. It's a win-win, honestly. It's just the whole hype back then with F&Ms, pre-releases, all of those stuff. I don't think it's gonna come back. Keep the revised demonic tutor PSA 10. So hard to get revised PSA 10s. I know, I know, right? I'm calling for a bubble pop. The market gonna retrace. The primer is Ether Drift and peak Pokemon hype. It's time for a pullback to reality. I think so too, man. I think so too. It's just kind of weird timing with Pokemon, and I think there's just so many there's just so many Poke investors out there, man. Many Rudies, many Alpha investments, uh, all of these sealed boxes, ETBs, trying to hold them for like 3 to 5 years. I mean, you guys know the language, right? The language of Rudy, and he really made this whole sealed box investing literally a mainstream of anything, man. I think it's also happening in like Flesh and Blood. I don't know, but I think Pokemon really got the best out of sealed box investing with Rudy. Though he really made it mainstream, to the point that everyone is doing it. Everyone is doing it, and that's the only reason why if you buy any Pokemon these days, it's like a G word guarantee that those boxes will go up. Will go up. There's no box that's like below 200, I think, or like below how much you bought it or pre-ordered. Like no box, like literally nothing. All of them went up. Surging Sparks pre-order 120. over 200 now. It's crazy. It's not even a full year. It's crazy. And it's because a lot of people are holding them, man. A lot of people are mini Rudies, the Timmies, Timmy investments. And even this, look at this. I got these. I got these. You guys know these? You guys know these? So my kid, before you guys say anything, so my kid, we went to McDonald's, right? He wants to open packs, and prismatic evolution, traumatic evolutions. You can't find any traumatic evolutions anywhere. It's all being scalped. Everyone. So it's like let's just buy packs from McDonald's. Let's see how much are they. And we bought we bought I think 15 of this. We bought 15, and no, we did not buy 15 freaking Happy Meals. We did not buy 15 freaking Happy Meals, bro. You can go to the counter, right? You can go to the counter. You can ask how much are they selling just the packs, and I think it's like $1.50. Literally, freaking $1.50 for one of this. So yeah, we did not buy freaking 15 Happy Meals. We got 15 just the packs itself. So if you want to, your kid to open some packs, and you can't find any prismatic evolutions or any Pokemon because it's all being scalped by everyone. Bro, $1.50, man. I know that's not nothing like the best or anything, but you know what can you do, man? Kids wants to open Pokemon packs, so we got 15 of this. He opened five already, so I still got this 10 over here. Um, it's just here. I don't know if I'm gonna open it. I'll probably open it later. So because the cards in the set is really nothing special. There's only like a few cards that maybe you can grade, but yeah, it's nothing special. It's just I'm just showing it now because like you can buy, because I'm seeing like in social media everyone's like buying these Happy Meals with the freaking food too. Just like buying 20 of them, 30 of them. I was like, bro, just buy the packs, bro. I know you just want the packs. Just buy the packs. Freaking $1.50, man. Local shop was selling newest Pokemon ETBs at MSRP, but to buy at MSRP, you had to have the plastic cut and the box open. Oh, really? I did not know that. The newest ETB right now, MSRP is obviously 50, but I don't know if anyone's selling $50 of prismatic evolutions though, because I think they're still going for like 100. Yeah, there's still a lot, man. Like pay MSRP, payment finishes. They slice the plastic and open the box before handing it to you. Oh, okay. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to get prismatic at 50 because there's there's a lot of cards that are like very expensive in that set, man. But like I said, a lot of people have been saying the pull rates is very hard, so you're gonna have to open a lot. So to prevent resellers, scalpers from buying them out, did that. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that really makes sense. Yeah, but also LGS and some other stores, they're trying to cash out too with these high prices. They're they're selling it at high prices because guess what? They're buying from these scalpers too, man. Scalpers, kid you not, like they're very they don't know how to sell. Like they just know that I can double my money. So they will like scalp one store and they will try to sell it in their local, local group or like Facebook groups, and you can already tell who's scalping these, and you can see the comments. Oh, guess where all the supply goes, man. So you know what I'm saying? Um, they don't know as far as like shipping goes. as far as like fees goes. Like, I don't know, man. And is it worth it? No, bro. It's not worth it, man. I mean, yeah, what? You can, if the box doubles in price, what, after shipping and fees, what, you get like, what, 20, $30? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and how many you got? What, two, three? So, okay, there you go. There's your hustle with all the driving, all the freaking going Walmart Target for the entire day. It's not worth it, man. So, I saw another LGS go out into the line and tell everyone they're selling at $100 per box. Half the line walked off. Yeah, I mean, one store over here as well. They're selling at 100, and pretty much scared everyone away. You know, um, but the thing is, prismatic evolutions. I'm calling it now. Just like how I called evolving skies. If you guys go down on my videos, how I freaking bought 3 cases of evolving skies when it first came out. It was on sale by Cool Stuff Inc. I bought 3 cases, 109. You know, my receipts on my video because I called it. I was like, why is this set have 3, 4 pages of freaking $20 cards, man, and the box is selling for like $100? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So called it, bought 3 cases, sold it, all of them at peak around that time, which is around 350, 450. So I kind of sold it at around that range. So I know it's like expensive now, but at the time, buying at 100 and selling at 400, it's like a no-brainer, man. All went to Magic. So I'm calling it right now. Prismatic Evolutions, EVs, really hard pull rates. I think that's it. And there's no booster box. I'm calling it. If you buy Prismatic Evolutions ETBs for 100, I think I think that's cheap. I think it's cheap. I think easily these ETBs will go for 200 easy. I don't know when, but it will. Yeah, I can say Prismatic Evolutions ETB will go for 200 ETB. And you know what's funny? Even if they print this to the ground, it will still go for 200. Yeah, saying now, don't believe me. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, $200. Because how Evolving Skies went, like Moonbryon. How many PSA 10s of Moonbryon out there? Thousands? In the thousands. PSA 10, not raw. I'm not talking about raw. PSA 10s, Moonbryon, in the thousands. How much is the collect? How much is the booster box? How much is the raw? How much is the nines, the tens? So I'm calling it now. Prismatic Evolutions, ETB, easily 200. And I won't be shocked if we see it at 500 though. I won't be shocked because it's so hard to pull just about anything in that set. And not to mention, it's not just the SIRs, the Master Balls too. You know, calling it now. LGS are always butthurt about us resellers. I know, right? Over 200, I think before long, 151 ATBs are pushing 200, and Prismatic is a stronger set, in my opinion. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, 151. Oh, damn, pushing 200? That's crazy. Yeah, Prismatic, easy, 200. So, yeah, man, crazy. Crazy days, crazy times we live in, man. And I think these are the times to where you go not really all in, but like just keep pushing, man, keep grinding, because these are the times when a lot of people are spending a lot of money, man. Tax season, yeah, just expect. So just grind it out, man. Just grind it out. Everyone's buying up, man. Everyone buying anything, you know. So that's it. So I hope you guys, man, it's like an hour, 10 minutes now. That's crazy. So appreciate you guys hanging out today, man. All the new people, all the old people, pretty pretty good that it's like most of you guys are almost here every day. So I really appreciate you guys. So that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video. And with that, anger out, boys. Peace.